Billy. What did you do to Kyle? I was wondering why I signed in and you were hurt. I healed you, but maybe I shouldn't have. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Divine Journey 2. We have some new friends. I've been achievement hunting. I expanded a couple of buffer capacities in the base, and I was running around just doing random stuff while I was waiting for them to fill up, and they still aren't quite full, mainly because I've run out of sand. So I increased this up to 1,000, but I also increased these guys up to 1,000, or these two up to 1,000. And yeah, we're out of sand. And because of that, we're having a problem keeping pure Certus Quartz Crystal. I'm not going to do anything about it at the moment because we don't really need any of this stuff. But during that time, I went out and did a bunch of achievement hunting. So, I can press the right button. Twilight Forest is the only one I'm still working on. I've got stuff to do in the maze, because I need the maze map focus to find it. I need to find this mystery cake meat thing. I need to make a fiery sword and a piece of fiery armor. And these two are just collections. This one, I think I know what I'm missing, but I might be wrong. And this one, I should have both of them right here. I just gotta wait to be able to eat them. But Billy there is one of the Atom Ratum achievements. And he is a Stone Warden. He's essentially a bigger, more powerful Iron Golem. And apparently he does not get along with Iron Golems. He beat and killed Kyle. He's got more health. I expected that. We also have, wandering around over here somewhere, Walter. He's a Stone Guard. I gave him all the raw... No. He's got the Atom armor set. And I'm still missing a few artifacts where I'd give him Atum's will. So he'd have a nice sword. But he's just going to wander around. These guys will keep base safe. I'm disappointed in you, Billy. Why did you have to kill Kyle? Maybe we will resurrect Kyle on another floor. Anyways. Last time we were working on a whole bunch of quest stuff. And, don't mind me, I've been taking a look at what kind of things we can get into soon. The infusion crystal for this stuff, to get into Inferium and mystical agriculture seeds, is locked behind this guy, which we're about to unlock this chapter, hopefully today, and get a little ways into it. But we don't have much left of this chapter. This is the transmutator. We're going to need it for making Dreadium ingots. And I have everything for it, excuse me, Billy, right here. There's our transmutator and our transmutation gem that has 1 use left. I like that little bug. It hits 0 of 10, but it gives you 1 last use. So we have a transmutator, and I think my sole purpose for it is going to be those Dreadium ingots. But for the moment, we're just going to slap it right there, because we need to go and check out this new dimension. So I have upgraded everything over here. As you can see, they are now the Abyssal Wasteland versions of all of them. And because of that, this thing now has a capacity of 60,000. I don't think I'm going to need our book for the moment, but both of our books are fully charged. I have one of them on me. And everything over there is ready to go. We should be able to jump into Abyssal Wasteland and then pass right through into our new portal into the Dreadlands. Oh, and one last thing. I have upgraded our Staff of Rending. I remembered seeing somewhere that you can also put sapping on this. So we put sapping 3, and it has multi-rend and upgraded to the Abyssal Wasteland Staff of Rending. And now, what were we farming last time? Dread ghouls? Here, how about Mr. Wilson? Sorry, Mr. Wilson. You can see it kills them and collects their energy a lot faster. So we've already got an essence. And I think our energy level was at 5. Like, this thing is so much better than it was before. And there's a second essence. Much, much better. Anyway, let's head into the Dreadlands and see what we got in store for us over here. I have a feeling everything's going to be red. There's trees. And purple... no, that's the stone underneath. Purple water? That's not water. We got some Shogoths here. Lesser Shogoth. What are you guys? Dread spawn. This place is really interesting looking. I do like the trees. What kind of trees are these? Dreadlands wood logs. Okay, so it's just Dreadlands wood. What are we doing here? Well, that's an image. There we go. So we got some liquefied corallium ore. Eventually. For the transmutator. But we need Essence of Madness. We need Dreadlands Essence. Rend them down, get a Dreadlands Essence. And we're also going to need Dreaded Shards of Abyssal Night. Kill some Dread Guards and get their Dreaded Shards of Abyssal Night, then transmute them into Dreadium Ingots. You'll want fire resistance. Well, I'm going to cheese that one. And I have a powered spawner ready. What are you guys? Abyssal Night Golems. I can't rend you. I can rend you, though. What do you drop? A Dread Sheep. Oh, I can't rend the Shogoth. How fast are we filling up on this? I don't need the sulfur. We're at 95 already. Nice. You, leave me alone. Wow, you got a lot of health. I don't know what these guys drop. Ooh, chunk of Abyssal Night. I think I need that for something. Make Abyssal Night ingots. Make crystallized Abyssal Night. Abyssal Night ingots are used for the sacrificial dagger. Okay, I am going to want some of this stuff. And for the upgrades. Okay, well, I can do this. I'm going to need 2 people from here. One of them is these Dreadland Golems. And the other one is Dreadling. Here, you can give me my essence. There's my essence. And now I gotta go find these guards. And another goal. Are you the guards? You're a golem. I wonder if you're a guard. Dread guard. Okay, so we've got a Dread guard and we've got a Dreaded Abyssal Night Golem. And we have our Dreadlands Essence. I'm going to assume the Dreadlands Essence is going to be used to upgrade our Necronomicon to the next tier. I can also eat my meat steak. That gives me one more thing, I think, for Twilight Forest. Nope, that didn't count. Okay, well. I didn't mark our portal, but I think it should be over here somewhere. I don't know why I'm bothering. I have a teleporter. Let's go home. Okay, now. Let's slap this Dreadguard into a spawner. As I said, I have a spawner ready. I was actually using it to complete a quest because I needed wood lice to give us whetstone dust, or whetstone powder. But stuck them in a powered spawner for a little while. And here I should have a bunch of spawners. Yeah, sure, I'll take the Hey look, Abyssal Zombie. I should upgrade you. I don't have one of these things down here. I'm gonna need one of these if I'm gonna keep using hard spawners for stuff. We need the Dread Guard. We'll stick you in there. We have Dread Fragments. We have our Dread Lens Essence, chunks of Abyssalite. And what is this liquefied corallium ore used for? I can just make refined corallium ingots. Can we mine it anywhere? Oh, I guess not. What does it look like? It's just an ore. Okay, well, I'm gonna throw you in there. We've got our spawner. And I think this doesn't work. No, this doesn't like to work. For whatever reason. Go away, Billy. I should really put one of these upstairs. So now we got our Dreadguard spawner. Let's grab the stuff I need and go smack him down into our spawners. We can get some dread stuff going on. The heck was that? Who was that? Sounded like a motorcycle revving up. Yeah. Let's shut that off for now. I'm not gonna go in there. Because I'm not gonna get myself killed trying to do this. Okay, so if I come right here. Let's go ahead and we're gonna turn this on for now. We have a spawner to plant here. Let's go ahead and give it a redstone receiver. I'm going to assign one of these buttons to it. Active with signal. And I just need to give you a capacitor. Hi. And you see my strategy here to keep mobs off of this stuff is these white conveyors. I just happen to have them in the system, so let's go grab a capacitor and let's grab a conveyor to put on top of it, and we can go get ourselves going. I really need to set up wireless access down there. I do have the wireless terminal now. I set up a wireless thing somewhere over here. It doesn't have a very big range. I can't even access from the front door. But it's there. Oh, I should go show you guys my new area. Whilst achievement hunting, I built a new expansion onto the base. It's adorable and irritating at the same time. Okay, so grab our conveyor belt. Our conveyor. I can get out of the block space. I was not expecting it to place like that. Okay, so we have buttons to add. So this button will be our Dread Guard. And this button is our Dread Golem. Now, if I press U, and turn you off, let's see, U should be a toggle and a toggle. If I turn you on, yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to add those to the void system. I'm running out of space on this wall, but that's not really a problem because I can always expand up. That's kind of why I built that wall that way. Let's go ahead and put these in here for now. I hold 64 stacks. That's perfectly fine. We got Abyssal Knight armor. Can you use this for anything? Not really. I'm gonna have to add all of that to our void filters. But we are getting our Abyssal Knight. We're already up to 3 stacks. Yeah, throw all this away. Ow! I forgot to put the conveyor on top of the new one, so they're still standing on top of it. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that, but for now, we are getting our Abyssal Knight. There's our powered spawner for the other one, so we can get our golems going. Let me put a drawer down that I can put their stuff into. Okay, we have our golem spawner here. Get off. We have a few people lingering, but it shouldn't be an issue. Let's go ahead and put our golem spawner with... No, let's just push them all that way. And you should be set to active with signal, and I'll give you an octatic capacitor. That gives us our dreaded Abyssal Knight golems, our dread guards, these guys, giving us all the stuff we need from this dimension, I hope. Go ahead and cover this back up. And now... And why am I poisoned? Dread plague. Whatever. Now I will turn this back on. Turn our dread guards and our dread golems on. And see what kind of new stuff we get. Oh, look, blood. And you need to go on that one. Otherwise things will overflow. Everything here has void upgrades. Except for this, because I don't want it to fill up. Dreaded chunk of Abyssal Knight. And chunks of Abyssal Knight. Are they different? They still give you Abyssal Knight. Okay, well... I'd still like a way to remove that from the drawer without having to unlock it. Either way. We've got our chunks of Abyssal Knight. We've got our Abyssal Knight Dreadium? Dreaded shard of Abyssal Knight. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Give me that. Let's go set up some automations for these. Why am I going up there? So for this dreaded Abyssal Knight, or dreaded shard of Abyssal Knight, to make Dreadium ingots, we just need to put it into a transmutator and give it power, which I think I said you can do with blaze rods or blaze powder. So now I'm really not using blaze rods for anything. I might go ahead and just do that. Let's grab a blaze rod, grab your transmutator, and as for these chunks of Abyssal Knight, we just smelt them. So let's grab ourselves a furnace. Or, yeah, sure, let's just give it a furnace. If I can learn how to spell. Now the question becomes, do I have an interface down here? Yes. Let's go ahead and add this into here. Add this into here. And we'll add blaze rods. And how perfect that right here is where the machines are going to go. Means I can move you over here. Go ahead and stick our redstone furnace there and our transmutator here. And we're going to hope this thing accepts from different positions. Okay, that's getting its blaze rods. Let's see if it gets its abyssal shard of Abyssal Knight. I'll go ahead and stick that one in there while it's doing this. It is not getting them. It's going to be one of those annoying ones. I have to put it in on the top, don't I? I always hate these ones. Yeah, that's what it is. How annoying. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like that there. No. Put that there. Now, how does this thing work again? Block stored to this connector. The connected block is transmutator. Okay, perfect. And that should start pulling them out of there. Perfect. I don't use those things enough. They could simplify some of my setups drastically. There we go. Starting to get Dreadium ingots as well as Abyssal ingots. I can live with that. You need to take these for a second. What are these dread fragments for? Skin of the Dreadlands, which is to upgrade our Necronomicon again. Okay, well, those are pretty easy to go get. Just go fight some more zombies. Which I think I actually got those from the, like, Dreadlings? Or Dread Spawn? Whatever they were. Easy enough to farm. How about our quests? Hey, that gives us a couple Dreadium ingots. Trade the drawer. Pressed every button except the right one. And our essence gives us some Elevatium. So now our next goal is going to be upgrade the Dreadlands Necronomicon, which is going to be 3 blocks of Dreadstone bricks, Dreadium plate, there's Dread cloth. I'm gonna need a bunch of these Dread fragments. And Skin of the Dreadlands. Well, hold on. These Dreadstone bricks. Is that just Dreadstone? Yeah. Well, I can collect a bunch of that. I need to put this Elevatium away before it makes me float out of my own base. Apparently this Abyssal Nightstone is something we're going to be needing a bunch of too, because it's used to make the slates for blood magic. I'm going to grab some of it while we're here. Fist of Chagaroth? It's just a hand. I love it. Okay, I think I have enough. This dimension actually starts to hurt my eyes after too long. We got 100 Dread Fragments. That should be plenty for everything that we need. Let's get to making our upgraded Necronomicon into the Dreadlands of Necronomicon. So I should have everything in here to do our first one. Up to 20,000. And we're sitting at 10 right now. Heck yeah. Necronomicon plus equals 1. I do have the stuff to do the second one as well, so let's go ahead and swap this out. That'll start charging up while it's there. And let's grab the second one. Great, another Moa egg. And second Necronomicon upgrade. So that gave us some more Dreadium ingots back. Used quite a bit to do that. But we're going to upgrade our Dreadland Staff of Rending, or our Abyssal Wasteland Staff of Rending, into the Dreadland Staff of Rending. So I needed Shadow Gem, some Dreadstone, and 3 Dread Fragments. And 2,000 PE, and I need to do this in the Dreadlands, which means I need some Dreadland Cobblestone. Means I just got to take that off. I do have a bunch of it in here. 1 Necronomicon going up, another one coming. You know, let's just take this one with us, and we're going to take all the stuff we need to do this with us. So we need, what was it, Dreadstone, which I have. And we need 3 dread fragments and a shadow gem. I want to take a peek at what else we can do at the moment, because that gives us 3 energy per rend, plus all our upgrades and everything. The enchantments and energy in it will be kept when we upgrade it, which is why don't have a problem with doing that. But we need this dread crystal. I have no idea what it's trying to do there, but I like the poem. So the dread crystal is 4 Stimulus blocks, 4 blocks of Dreadium, and another Oblivion catalyst. And it takes 20,000 PE to do it. Okay, well, we're going to have to make, obviously, another safe space inside this dimension. So I'm going to get to work on that. Didn't take me too long. I've gotten into a good routine getting those done pretty easy. So I'll see you guys in a bit with a safe space and an altar. I just realized I probably went through that entire last segment without unmuting my mic. I put it back in front of me, but I didn't unmute it. We made our Dreadlands Staff of Rending. Wasn't too hard to make. Kept our enchantments on it, so that's always nice. And kept our energy. We are working on getting the stuff to make our Dread Crystals, which are some Steaming Urstonia blocks. Blocks of Dreadium, which we now have. And some Gargantuan drums, which I do have automated, as well as some Oblivion catalysts that go in the middle. I'm working on getting our sacrifice here, and I saw something that I thought was kind of interesting. Apparently, you can cheat it a little bit. I don't know if you need to have the specific item or whatever, but if you pick up the creature before you actually kill it, it registers as dead, or as sacrificed, without actually sacrificing the creature. I am just waiting for this sheep to actually eat some grass. And then we are going to dye him red, and he's going to become red shirt number 3. Good old Star Trek reference. Anyone knows that one. I've been on a Star Trek kick lately. There we go, we've got our red shirt. Come with me, we got some Oblivion catalysts to make. And we're going to see if this actually works. Go ahead and put all this stuff in here. And let's see if this works. Oops. Does this give me an Oblivion catalyst? I hope it does. Ha! It worked! Red shirt number 3, you are the new favorite of the Federation. Oh, that's amazing. No more killing squids. And he can come with us to other dimensions. Okay. Let's let that charge for a little bit. I'm actually not sure which actually charges faster, because you can put it in here on this side and it will charge up. But I'm not sure which actually charges faster, using the relay into the energy pedestal or just sticking it into the energy container. I mean, either way, it still charges pretty quick. That's emptying. But I'm going to grab this as soon as it's fully charged. We're going to head over to the Dreadlands. And we're going to go ahead and make these 2 Dread Crystals to move into Blood Magic. Okay, we should have everything for a couple of crafts. I'm not going to be able to do the last one because I have to recharge one of the Necronomicons, but should be able to at least do 2 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turns out we're actually going to need quite a few of these, so we're going to be doing this a few times. I'll probably make like 3 or 4 of them off camera. I know for one thing we are going to want multiple blood altars. How I'm going to set up multiple blood altars, I have no idea. But we'll figure that out. I just know they're freaking gigantic. But in total here at the beginning, I'm going to want 3 of these. But we can get away with just 2 to get us started. I also had my first failure of a ritual because I put the book away. So, reminder, don't put the book away. It failed the ritual, so it just used up the items on the pedestals, but it kept the item in the middle. So, yeah, don't put the book away before the ritual is done. But with that, we have our Dread Crystal to be able to make our first Blood Altar, which gives us a trophy as well. The Blood Mage's Trophy. Mark. Which we can add to our wall. By the way, I've expanded our trophy collection. These are all the bosses and stuff that we fought. And yes, I did include the vanillas. These 3 are all from the bosses in Erebus, Aether. These are the Ayahuacos, Baycock, and these have been all the Divine RPG bosses. It's been, there have been quite a few of them, haven't there? Although I do need to go do something to get one for Asura. So I may need to go fight him to get another one of his Eye of the Abyss or something. I don't know. The other recipe we need to make is for the digital miner. We do have a robot that's been sitting in our storage for the longest time. Where it came from, I do not know. But we now have a digital miner. Stick it in the bag. I don't have plans to use it at just this moment. But I am happy we've got our blood altar. Are we going to move into that chapter at the moment? I don't know yet. I'm taking the Dreadium ingots. Those are more valuable at the moment. And the Dreadium ingots. Oh, that gives us both. Okay. Well, playing with blood gives us our first blood altar. Blood altar consumes life essence to convert items. It has multiple tiers, and some recipes are locked behind higher tiers. Item reward gives us some resonant filter and retriever, and a sanguine scientium. New book. So we have 2 different directions we can go here. One of them is bloodcraft, I think. Evil craft. Blood. Same concept. We use this blood extractor to collect slaying enemies, or collect blood from slain enemies. If you combine it with itself or dark tanks, it will increase its internal tank. Oh, that's nice. What do I need for that? A dread crystal, of course. Oh, that thing's expensive. Wait, I need dark tanks for this? What are dark tanks? Dark tank. Holds 16,000 millibuckets. Oh, that's not bad. I have tons of this. Black stained glass. That I do not have at the moment. Interesting. When killing mobs with the blood extractor in your inventory, it will gain blood. The blood extractor can be used like a bucket to place down the blood into the world and can also auto-supply any tank that can hold blood in your inventory. The amount of blood produced increases with the health of the mob. Okay. Or we do actual blood magic and move to the sacrificial dagger, which I have everything to make already. Let's go ahead and make that. These resonant things can go in here. I think I should have, yeah, everything. I could actually make another one if I wanted to. We got our sacrificial dagger. What I'm going to do with it, I do not know. But our first altar only has a capacity of 10,000. Now, what I'm going to do with that, I do not know at the moment. We have our book for blood magic. There's a lot to it. But the quest that it's going to send us down to some empowered crystal bundles. I don't need those. This, the weak blood orb, holds up to 5,000 life essence, requires 2,500 and another dread crystal. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be making a few of these off camera. Fills your personal network up to 5,000 LP. Bind to you by right-clicking with it. And we need hardened blood droplets. Using coagulated blood from Tinker's Construct, make a hardened blood droplet. Just coagulated blood and 1,000 LP gives us that. Which can be used to make the book, or rudimentary snares and the incense altar. Ooh, this is used for a few things. Okay, that's something we're going to have to upgrade. Ooh, we got a new spell. Life Drain. Nice. And there's a whole mess of stuff in here that we're going to need. Dark Steel Block. That is so expensive. Blocks of Dredium, hardened blood droplets, glass bottles. Yeah, that's not all that bad, except for the Dark Steel blocks. Holy cow, that's a lot of Dark Steel. And I think we need quite a few of those. Blood Infusion Core, hardened blood shards, hardened blood droplet, and Dark Power Gem. Dark Power Gem. Throw into 5,000 ml buckets of blood. Okay. Wait, I saw a thing here. A blood infuser. Only 1,000 blood. How hard is it to make that? Ender infusers. I have one of those. Steaming or Stony we're using a lot of. Blood infusion core. Oh, we actually have to make one of those to make it. Whatever. Anyways. So, our only way of getting blood at the moment is this sacrificial dagger, which if I use it, you can see, put a little bit of blood into there. Oh, life essence. It's draining. Why is it draining? I may need to actually make an altar for this. But I think we will work on that next time. I've got some crafting and stuff to do, but we've got our altar, we've got our stuff, and we're just going to stand in a bucket of meat while we do some blood work. Anyways, that's it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. All of our systems have been doing great. Billy, I'm still mad at you about Kyle. You get to live for now. For now. But I'm watching you. Yeah, you heard me. I can kill you whenever I want. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Hi, Walter.